Let's talk fireworks. Hello everyone and welcome. It's your favorite science guide here, ready to explore another amazing topic. Today we're looking up at the night sky to understand something truly spectacular. Fireworks. Have you ever watched those brilliant colors explode and wondered, how do they do that? Well, you've come to the right place. We are going to dive into the incredible science that makes these displays possible, from the smallest spark to the biggest boom. It's a fascinating mix of chemistry, physics and art, all coming together to create a moment of pure wonder. Before we get started, consider this. Science is everywhere, even in our celebrations. Now, before we launch into the science, I want to say thank you for joining me. Your curiosity is what makes science so exciting. If you love learning about how the world works, from the stars in the sky to the chemistry in a firework, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you help us continue to bring you more content that explains the amazing universe we live in. You'll get notifications for all our new explorations, ensuring you never miss a chance to learn something new and exciting. It's a simple click for you, but it makes a world of difference for us. We're going to break down everything you need to know about these dazzling displays. We'll start with the basics, looking at how a firework gets its shape, whether it's a perfect circle, a heart, or even a smiley face. Then, we will explore the powerful chemical reactions that create the loud sounds and the beautiful, lingering trails of light that you see. It's all about controlled explosions, and understanding them is key to appreciating the show. The science behind it is just as beautiful as the final result in the night sky. I promise you that. Our journey will also cover the very important topic of safety. Fireworks are amazing, but they are also powerful, and they need to be handled with great care and respect. We will discuss why professional fireworks shows are the only way to go and explain the serious dangers of trying to use illegal or homemade versions. Finally, we'll give you some simple, practical tips on how you and your family can enjoy a fireworks display safely. So, get ready to have your mind blown, in a totally safe, scientific way, of course. Let's get started on our pyrotechnic adventure. Have you ever seen a firework that looks like a heart or a star and thought it was magic? Well, it's not magic. It's science and very clever design. The secret to these amazing shapes lies inside the firework shell itself. Imagine a big round container. Inside this container, firework artists carefully arrange small pellets called stars. These stars are not the kind you see in space. They are little bundles of chemicals that burn with bright colors. The way these stars are placed on a piece of cardboard inside the shell determines the shape you see in the sky. It's like a blueprint for the explosion. For example, if the pyrotechnicians, the people who design fireworks, want to create a circle, they arrange the stars in a perfect circle inside the shell. When the firework explodes high in the air, a central charge called the bursting charge ignites. This charge pushes all the stars outward from the center at the same time and with the same force. Because they were arranged in a circle, they fly out in a circle, creating that beautiful symmetrical sphere of light we all know and love. It's a simple idea, but it requires incredible precision to get it just right. But what about more complex shapes, like a smiley face? The principle is exactly the same, just with more creativity and careful placement. To make a smiley face, the designers would arrange the stars in the pattern of two eyes and a smile on a flat piece of cardboard inside the shell. When the bursting charge explodes, it pushes this entire pattern outward. The stars ignite and fly out, holding their formation for a moment, and for that brief second, you see a giant smiley face light up the night. The same technique is used for hearts, stars, or any other custom shape you can imagine. This process is a wonderful example of how art and science work together. The artists have a vision for what they want to see in the sky, and the scientists and engineers use their knowledge of chemistry and physics to make that vision a reality. Each star must be made with the right chemicals for the right color, and they must be packed with incredible precision. The next time you watch a fireworks display and see a special shape, you can appreciate the detailed work and careful planning that went into creating that single fleeting moment of beauty. So, we know how fireworks get their shapes, but what makes them go boom and light up the sky with such brilliant colors and trails? It all comes down to a series of chemical reactions, basically a very fast and controlled type of burning. The main ingredient in most fireworks is gunpowder, also known as black powder. This mixture is used for two key things: launching the firework into the sky and later, making it burst open. First, a lift charge of gunpowder at the bottom of the firework tube ignites, creating a powerful push that sends the shell soaring upwards, just like a cannonball. Once the shell is high in the sky, the magic of the explosion happens. A special fuse, which we'll talk more about later, ignites the bursting charge located in the center of the shell. This is another pocket of gunpowder that explodes with great force. This explosion is what creates the loud boom that you hear. But it does more than just make noise. Its main job is to blast the colorful stars outward in all directions, creating the beautiful pattern. The size of the bursting charge determines how big the final explosion will be in the sky. It's a powerful, precisely timed event. Now let's talk about those gorgeous colors and glittering trails. The color of a firework comes from different metal elements that are mixed into the little stars. It's a bit like a chemistry experiment in the sky. For example, to make a red color, chemists use a metal salt called strontium. For a brilliant blue, they use copper compounds. Green is made with barium, and bright white or silver is often made with magnesium or aluminum. When the stars are ignited by the bursting charge, these metals burn at very high temperatures and release light in their own specific vibrant colors. And what about those beautiful weeping willow effects, or the glittering trails that seem to hang in the air? These effects are created by adding other ingredients to the stars. For a long trailing effect, charcoal or iron filings are often used. As these particles burn, they create those lovely long-lasting sparks that drift slowly downwards. For a crackling sound, certain metals like magnesium are used in a granular form, causing tiny popping explosions. Every single effect you see is the result of a carefully crafted chemical recipe designed to create a specific visual or sound in the sky. A truly great fireworks show isn't just a series of random explosions, it's a performance, a symphony of light and sound, all perfectly synchronized. So how do they make sure everything happens at exactly the right moment? Well, the secret is in the fuses and, in modern shows, sophisticated computer controls. The simplest form of timing is the fuse inside the firework shell itself. When the firework is launched, a time delay fuse starts to burn. This fuse is cut to a very specific length to control how long it takes for the fire to reach the bursting charge inside. This time delay fuse is absolutely critical. It needs to burn long enough for the shell to reach its highest point or apex before it explodes. If the fuse is too short, the firework will explode too low to the ground, which is very dangerous and honestly doesn't look good. If the fuse is too long, the shell will start to fall back to Earth before it bursts, ruining the shape of the explosion. Pyrotechnicians calculate the exact length of the fuse needed based on how high they want the shell to go. This simple but brilliant piece of engineering ensures each firework bursts at the perfect altitude. For the spectacular choreographed shows you see today, especially those synchronized to music, professionals use advanced electronic firing systems. Each firework is connected by a wire to a central control panel. A computer program is created that tells the system exactly which firework to launch and at what precise millisecond. The pyrotechnician designs the entire show on a computer beforehand, matching specific fireworks, a big red burst, a crackling willow, a series of small pops, to specific moments in the music. This allows for incredible artistic expression and perfect timing that would be impossible with hand-lit fuses. This electronic control is what makes modern fireworks displays so breathtaking. It allows for multiple fireworks to be launched at the same time from different locations, creating massive layered pictures in the sky. It can create waves of color that sweep across the horizon or rapid-fire bursts that punctuate a dramatic piece of music. The computer sends an electric signal through the wire to an electric match, which ignites the lift charge instantly. This technology has transformed fireworks from a simple celebration into a complex art form, all thanks to the precise control of timing. Now, we've talked a lot about the amazing science behind fireworks, but it's time to discuss something even more important: safety. The chemicals and explosives used in fireworks are powerful and extremely dangerous. That is why designing, building and launching fireworks is a job that should only be done by trained and licensed professionals. These experts, The pyrotechnicians have years of training. They understand the chemistry, the physics of explosions, and all the safety procedures needed to put on a show without anyone getting hurt. They know how to handle these materials responsibly. Professional fireworks, also known as display fireworks, are made with high-quality materials under very strict manufacturing standards. They are designed to be reliable and predictable. This means they are built to fly to the correct height, explode at the right time, and ensure that all the burning material is consumed high in the air, far away from people. Professionals also know how to set up a safe zone, called a fallout area, where debris from the fireworks can land harmlessly. They inspect every piece of equipment and plan for every possibility, including changes in wind and weather. In contrast, consumer fireworks, the kind that are sometimes sold to the public, are much less powerful but can still be very dangerous. They are a leading cause of injuries around holidays. Even something that seems small, like a sparkler, burns at an incredibly high temperature, hot enough to melt some metals and cause severe burns. Many places have laws that ban the use of consumer fireworks by individuals because the risk of starting a fire or causing an injury is just too high. It's simply not worth the risk to yourself, your family, or your property. The safest and most spectacular way to enjoy fireworks is to attend a public display put on by your town or a professional organization. These shows use the amazing high-quality fireworks we've been talking about, the ones that can create giant beautiful shapes and patterns in the sky. You get to see a much better show and you can relax and enjoy it, knowing that trained professionals are taking care of all the dangerous work. So find a comfortable spot, sit back, and let the experts handle the explosions. It's the smart and safe choice. Once you've decided to watch a professional fireworks show, which is the best and safest choice, there are still a few simple things you can do to make sure your experience is enjoyable and completely safe. The most important rule is to respect the safety perimeter. The professionals who set up the show will establish a boundary, often marked with ropes or tape, to keep the audience at a safe distance from the launch site. It is crucial that you and your family stay behind this line. This ensures you are far away from any potential sparks or falling debris. Another great tip is to think about your hearing, especially if you have young children or are sensitive to loud noises. The boom of a firework can be very loud, and for some it can be uncomfortable or even frightening. Bringing along a pair of earplugs or noise-cancelling headphones is a fantastic idea. This simple step can make the experience much more pleasant, allowing you to enjoy the beautiful lights without being overwhelmed by the loud sounds. It's a small preparation that can make a big difference in your comfort during the show. When you are choosing your viewing spot, think about your surroundings. Try to find an open area like a park or a field, with a clear view of the sky. Avoid watching from areas with a lot of trees or tall buildings, as they can block your view. Also be mindful of the wind direction. If possible, choose a spot where the wind is blowing away from you. This will help carry the smoke away so you have a clearer view of the fireworks and don't have to breathe in all the smoke from the explosions. Finally, at the end of the show, be patient. Everyone will be trying to leave at the same time, so traffic can be heavy. Instead of rushing to your car, maybe take a few extra minutes to relax on your blanket. Talk about your favorite fireworks and let the crowds thin out a bit. Remember, the goal is to have a fun, memorable and safe time. By following these simple tips, you can ensure that your fireworks experience is nothing but spectacular. Enjoy the show and keep looking up with curiosity.